Hey, hope everyone's good today. So, I just had a conversation with someone who called my office. It was a pretty interesting conversation. Somebody called me and said that their core business is a design industry, and somehow they got themselves into a bookkeeping business in addition. It's like unheard of, right? So he called me and he said how they're pure designers by trade. That's what they do. And they happen to have on the side a bookkeeping business because of it. So if you think about it, he has 20 clients and it's not even what he does. So 20 business owners just trusted him with their bookkeeping. Now, this video is not about the fact that somebody just called me and offered me 20 clients, which I have a very good chance to land because design is a big part of what I do. The point of this video is to take the time to think of who you're trusting your finances with. You know, bookkeeping has evolved into an industry where everybody thinks that they can just do it. But then what happens is that people who don't even do it for a living are now just having spin-offs and spin-offs and spin-offs. So it's like this random person now that just hired 5 bookkeepers to tackle this and then just said, let me just make some money. But now it took themselves into a nightmare. I'll give you a story of why it's just disheartening to me what's going on in the industry on who everybody is trusting their accounting with. But business owners won't go directly to an accountant. They won't go directly to a bookkeeper. They won't go directly to a CFO. I actually want to stop the video and to ask yourself, before I continue and tell you my story, is, do you even know what the difference is? You know, people call my office every day and they just want to know. They say, I talk to my accountant once a year, I just need bookkeeping. Or they're like, I have a bookkeeper and accountant, but can you do my accounting? Like, it's all sorts of lingo like that. If you don't even know what it is and you're hiring someone for it, stop yourself and even just look it up and go to google.com and put it in. So here's the story. One of the bookkeepers put the payroll for their client on a quarterly basis, but they're actually paying the office. So actually, sorry, let me break this down a little bit. We have a business owner and they're paying their team monthly, you know, once a month. Let's say, you know, January, February, March, they get paid at the end of each quarter, they're paying monthly. Now this clever bookkeeper put the payroll on quarterly. So now it came in a panic, the situation, because last minute they're owing taxes. So it was accruing all these months. They're paying the payroll. The taxes are accruing, but the owner had no idea. The owner had no idea that all this money was accruing because the bookkeeper put them on a quarterly setup because they said you don't have to pay withholdings until it's $2,500. So why should I pay for it quarterly? So it's like I forget what the saying is. It's kind of like a penny foolish, a penny pound, penny foolish, or something like that. And now this client is actually taking a loan, you know, because this is one of the many problems. Now, if you're a professional, it's our job, it's our duty to protect our clients. So if we're getting paid a fee, we need to make sure that whatever is going on, that we do the utmost possible. Now it's a partnership. We can't make the problems go away, but we can give the solutions on what's the best for them. Now, this call is a great opportunity for me. By the end of the week, I could have 20 design clients and it's great, right? But the big picture today, why I'm making this video, is that figure out who you're trusting with the finances. Are you just trusting your designer who just hired someone because they think they can do it? So you're running away from the problems. And on top of it, it's the same problem in the real estate industry. People, if any of you own real estate property, you're trusting the project managers. So the property manager is collecting your finances and now he's in charge. So it's another way you're avoiding the accountant, or you want to call it the bookkeeper, which is really the bookkeeper in that scenario. So if you're going to the left, you're going to the right, you're going to South Carolina, you're going to North Carolina, before you're avoiding the accountant, you're just putting yourself at stake. Because what's happening is that the situation of what you're going to owe is getting higher and higher and higher. Your integrity of the situation it just becomes a bigger problem. So if you find yourself in this scenario where you're trusting the wrong person or you're not sure, and you want to have a conversation with someone to figure out what's going on, follow that gut feeling. If this video speaks to you in any way and this is what's going on, follow that gut feeling. Because I know it bothers me that I see in the world now 20 business owners that's just trusting a designer who would help me buy a couch, take care of my finances, but not an accountant by trade who can help me save on taxes, pay my bills on time, and avoid finances. Because we can only do so much even as an accountant. You know, you as the business owner or the person who has all these issues, you know, you have to make that decision too. There's no magic wand that's going to solve all the problems. You have to take a stand and say that I'm not going to let the external world take control of me. I'm going to take control of the situation and make sure it's in the right hands. Because I know these 20 business owners, if I don't do something for them, they're going to continue to be a danger because they're in the wrong hands. They're in the wrong hands. They're not bad people. They didn't do anything wrong, but they saw this almost like as a funding opportunity, you know, like maybe they wanted to buy another building, or maybe they wanted to do something, or they really just had good intentions to support their clients. But what's actually happening is that people are taking the accounting industry and it's going in all sorts of directions to just trust, because people just think it's the easiest thing to learn QuickBooks, to learn Xero. And the business owners are getting stuck in it on top of it. So for me in this industry where I'm here for 15 years, it's truly disheartening to me on how many people are just opening up just businesses for the wrong reasons, because my business owners get hurt and it's costing them money and they're following the wrong advice. And let's say my payroll example, it's costing this business owner thousands, because between the taxes and the late fees and the penalties and all this stuff of the wrong setup, you know, just because they had this one rule that they thought was going to work for them, it's costing them like 3 times the amount. But my message is to the business owners today is make sure if you are hiring for the finances, look to hire someone that is specialized in the field. Not someone's just rinky-dink who you're forcing your work into. Because if you find yourself forcing the work into someone, you know, just because they'll accept it, but it's still avoiding the person who does it for a living, that's a problem. That's a problem. And that's where you're putting your own integrity on the line and you're at your own fault. So I'd like to offer you a conversation if you're in any of these situations and you want to get control of your life. I want to help you. I want to help you. But if this is going on and the external is still talking to you and you can't get out of that rat race, you know, just look at yourself in the mirror and ask, is that the life that I want to wake up to every day? Is that the life that is going to make me drive every day and create the days that I want and the business and the life that I want? A family, a support, a love, a future. Because it's not for me, and it's not what I give my clients. So I'd like to share with you today also that finances is the most sensitive situation, and I can understand where, you know, when we talk about money, how it's, you know, it's an ugly place and it becomes awkward. Just break through that wall so that you can give yourself the life and stop trusting the wrong people. Because if you're in your own head trying to figure out, you only know what you know. You don't know what you don't know. And a professional is, that's what they're going to give you. They're going to give you what you don't know, which is going to help you with that breakthrough. So any questions, please let me know. I'm always available. And I hope you have the great rest of your day. Bye.